Hello, everyone. It's me, Mackie, and today is a day. It's hard to say, we're in space, but there is a bad guy who's called Greedy, and that's a real bad guy, an evil alien force. You get the subtitles because this is the North American version of the game Ristar the Shooting Star, in which, well, the hero, Ristar, a very, very cute little shooting star. Let's give Ristar a round of applause. Like, why don't we do a little... Ristar, a really, really cute little mascot. Unfortunately, didn't get many games. Only Ristar, and then appeared in some other games, Shenmue, Sega All-Star Racing Transformed. But this game is actually a lot of fun. Except we don't like fun.
Oh, I was ready for fun.
Wait.
Holding. Wait.
Actually, I think we're not going for hard difficulty. JD, I think we're going even further beyond, are we not?
We're to infinity and beyond. We are in space, right? We did meet that super any % run earlier today. We are so grateful for all of our generous donors for making super mode on.
And yes, this is going to be super difficulty. It's going to be a little dire. I will explain during the first half of the game kind of what's happening, what that implies. But don't try this at home. Play the game in normal difficulty. It's a wonderful game. And hopefully I'll get to explain all of it to you. Is the crowd ready? Very well. Then I think we will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Restart. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. That I wanted to check. I wanted to check a level in particular, so I had used a code to access all of the stages. So that actually counts as a cheat code. We will actually do this all over again. All right.
There we go.
I think in speedrun.com they want to show you, like, they want you to show the logo from point A to point B. So obviously this is what I wanted to do. I was playing with all of you, even myself. And now we'll get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Restart.
Restart.
Ristar. Okay. Well, this is maybe for another minute. Ristar the Shooting Star is a very, very nice platformer for the Sega Mega Drive, or Sega Genesis, I guess. We're in the North American version of the game. You can see the sprite work is as you've always seen it. In the Japanese version, there are some improvements, but for reasons undisclosed, we will just give you the game that you all knew and love. Ristar is frowning. All the characters are kind of frowning. Everyone seems more pissed, and we'll just roll with that. And well, all of the game design is basically the same as it always was. Wow, that was a very nice pull swing. And yeah, this is basically a very basic platformer. You jump, you grab, you jump, grab, you grab, jump. And you grab in all 8 directions. Every planet that you visit, you will try to free the corrupt leaders. They've been corrupted by Kaiser Greedy's influence. And in the meantime, you get 3 acts. As in a Sonic game, basically. You just have one act with a mini-boss, a second act that is a bit more exploration heavy, such as this one, and some stuff like this. Oops.
Woo, almost.
Let's try that one again. Okay, a bit too late. Okay, let's try that one last time. Okay, I said... Okay, well, there seems to be some complications regarding... This is a very specific trick. It needs to be frame perfect. And the unfortunate thing about this is basically in hard difficulty and super difficulty, some of the game design is removed for reasons unclear, really. If you are basically using the shooting star mode, you are invincible in all difficulty levels, but you cannot have any influence over your trajectory, which makes things quite complicated. You are doomed to go in a straight line whenever you let go after doing enough rotations. So obviously, this makes things basically they have to be frame perfect. But I didn't talk about Act 3. And Act 3 is the boss. We're going to fight Riho. And there's actually a way that we can quick kill Riho by staying high enough. I'll see if I can get it. In the meantime, enjoy the sprite work, the wonderful, wonderful sprite work. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, that went very, very well.
Well done.
Okay. So right now we've freed planet Flora. You're going to see basically all of the planets. They're going to be explained in the little victory screen. An incredible victory screen, and also insane work by Tomoko Sasaki, who's done the OST of this game. You can see with also that wonderful animation of Ristar basically reaching third cosmic speed. Sonic, watch out. And then going to the next planet, which is planet Undertow, a water planet. Don't go. It's actually very fast. It's basically you use the jump button to swim, and there are many mini techniques and just like overall a lot of freedom of movement that can make you go extremely fast. Actually, too fast for super difficulty. Something that I didn't explain, but you can see the UI on the top right. This is your hit points. It's 1 star. It's going to stay 1 star for the rest of the run. You cannot get hit points in super difficulty. It's just like impossible. You cannot get any sort of health. At the bottom left, you have the life counter. It's at 0. It has been 0 this whole time. It will be 0 this entire run. You cannot get lives in super difficulty, which means that everything is basically 1-hit KO. And if you die, you have to start at the beginning of the level. Not the game. The beginning of the level, which is not great. Basically, this is made for you to do in a single sitting. But that would take like probably a day if you were young, and you will have to die a lot. So hopefully that doesn't happen too many times. One last little thing to keep in mind here is sometimes you see that I'm grabbing the ground. Ristar's grabs are completely OP. I guess if Ristar was a fighting game, Ristar would be a grappler. And what that means is basically you are doing not only a lot, you gain your inertia by grabbing, which can make you a little faster, but also it gives you some invincibility. If you see me going through a projectile or like being temporarily invincible, that's because that's what happens. If I grab something, I'm invincible for a good third of a second, and I could probably be like invincible this whole time. Okay, and now, yeah, this was an example of that. I believe I've said enough about Ristar, the shooting star. I believe from the host station, JD, if you have anything to share, I think now is a very good time to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got $10 from Band Games that says, so excited for the Ristar run. I just got off my shift from the Bucket Factory, and boy, are my arms tired. I wish I could stretch my arms like Ristar. Good luck with the run, Mackie. Thank you so much for that generous donation to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. We also have a $25 donation from Ristar saying, Ristar is pronounced Ristar. Thank you, Mackie, for your thorough work on the hard, super, and boss rush modes. We also have a $5 donation from Wanchop saying, remember gamers, it's Ristar, not Ristar. Oh, I made that goof earlier. Shucks.
The answer is there is no goof. It's basically not even the Sega employees were agreeing on this. And there are basically the katakana version of it in Japanese. It's also different. So yeah, there are so many different ways of pronouncing it. You pronounce it with your heart. And now we get to stop liking the game with all of our heart. Here comes Osa. The Harmer Shark is incredibly random and has many sequences of attack. We start with a spawn sequence, which is basically a direct attack, including a bad attack, which is the pillar bonk. We're gonna say it bonk, 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 bonk. And now we get a new sequence, which is also the spawn sequence. So now we kind of know what is going to happen until the end of a sequence. This is basically, this boss has been analyzed to death. We kind of know what's going to happen. This is the second best sequence in the game. There are 4 sequences in total, and we did get pretty lucky, I would say. We just need one last one, and very nice. All right, Osat is
Good
KO.
stuff.
Ristar was looking unhappy. In the Japanese version, Ristar is smiling. But the North American Sega team thought, well, that's not good, right? We need to have Kirby, you know, add the little frowns, add the little 2, you know, draw it, just to figure it out. And so this is what happened with the North American version of Ristar. It is actually making things slightly more complicated. This upcoming stage is going to be slightly different, but also very, very tough because, again, if I touch anything, I die, and I go back at the beginning of the stage. This is where it's gonna start to be a little technical, and I really need to make no mistakes here. So let's see. First of all, this. Okay, I'm not gonna try. I've seen people do some like incredible stuff with this. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to be safe. Try to get the statue all the way at the end.
Gotta be marathon safe.
Gotta be marathon safe. All right. We actually got the statue. This will uncover a secret that was hidden for about 20 years, even in the speedrunning community, which is this.
What?
I know. It's not even the task was doing that, basically. If you step on it yourself, that doesn't reveal the passageway, that reveals a jewel. But if you actually put the statue on there, that reveals a secret passageway, which saves about 15 seconds.
Wow.
So I'm really glad that I managed to do it. Okay, and now I need to focus a bit. Because short-term memory and diagonals can be finicky.
The memory game.
Oh, memory game is tough. Okay, it's doing a little slash at the end.
Nice.
All right, that was one of the ones that was scaring me the most. We're down through 3-1. Let's go for 3-2, which also has a bunch of frame perfect pole swings. Nope. That was too early, I think. Whoops. Okay, let's try another one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Okay. That enemy is like a true last boss of this game. The hitboxes and hurtboxes don't make any sense. I think we still haven't figured out how to see them. But I think if we were to see, we would probably have trouble sleeping at night because this grabbing it at all is impossible. The only reason why I managed to do it was simply because I was invincible from the shooting star mode. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we got a pretty good bounce for the final pole of this 3-2. We also managed to do it damageless and deathless. So here comes the final one of this planet, Eidahan, the true last boss of the entire game, in my opinion. Getting there is gonna be the battle. Okay, wow. Okay, we have a right to fight Eidahan, which is actually a lot harder than it actually seems. Because the meteors are completely random and they're almost unreactable. So I'm very glad that we at least can get there. But that's not over yet. We still have to combat. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, wow. Okay, that's good. This sequence is also very, very unpredictable and very finicky. And pretty much anything can hit you pretty badly. I don't know if we're gonna get an air pattern. I'm guessing probably yes. No, never mind. Okay, Eidahan was nice. I don't know if he's gonna be nice for this little section right here. It's very impressive. And ooh, I got scared. Nope. I'm gonna take my time.
Again, gotta be safe.
Oh my gosh. All right. Wow, that's insane. It's still deathless. I can't believe this is happening at all. And yeah, we showed the kid what's up, and we have to go on with our mission. This is where we're gonna, chill a little bit and enjoy the next planet. There are so many nice OSTs, so many nice background musics, including the one in Sonata, which is a musical planet. But I think we need to defer to you, JD. What do you think is your favorite music in the game?
Ooh, my favorite music in the game? I mean, that is actually a really good question. The developers always put in such really fun music in these retro games, and shout outs to all of the music focus here during AGDQ all throughout the week, with even more to come along. We're gonna have a lot more news around that, but news that I want to share right now is that we are over $10,000 of the way to the visiting the Sea Marvel lesbians of Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. That run is coming up super fast. It's just a couple runs away, so you want to get those donations in. My great friend Vanivan had put out a call out for a hashtag 25 for lesbians donation train earlier, and I'm thinking, hey, at the 25-minute mark of this run, can everyone get their 25 for lesbians tickets bought? It's another chance for this train to leave the station, and you're not going to want to miss that. For example, we have $25 from Moonblaze Wolf that just says hashtag 25 for lesbians. Hang on to that ticket, Blaze. That train's gonna be coming in just a couple of runs.
Thank you so much. I just have to focus a bit for this little part, which is a bit complicated. Oops. It's called metronome skip. It is two very tight inputs together. You need to let go at the right timing and grab the metronome with the right timing, so let's see. Oh, that was close.
Very close. And while you're doing that, we have a relevant $50 donation from Takol saying, Ristar grabbing things? Is this a re-grab? Oh.
All right. And speaking of which, by the way, I did put runner's choice to visit the Sea Marvel lesbians, so...
Yes.
As they say in French, bravo les lesbiennes.
Bravo les lesbiennes. Yes.
Okay, this is the part that's gonna get a little complicated because I don't have the musical notes. Wow, I'm still doing quite well.
Whew.
I'm not knowing which head is attacking because that's a specialty of the North American version.
I think it's the one that's there. I get what you mean, though. Well done so far.
And so, I think initially this was meant to be kind of a musical minigame. But it was so confusing that they just removed all of the musical notes, so you don't even know which head is going to attack. Fortunately, we did get past that point. We can go to 4-2, fortunately.
Fortunately. We also have a wonderful $20 donation from FM Chubb saying, I melt down my favorite candy into a sludge I call Ristar. I love GDQ. Thank you all so much.
All right. Okay, so we're going through the top here. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to go through the bottom, but there is a ballerina, and the ballerina is the second true last boss of this game. There are a lot of true last bosses.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, another true last boss. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's like in Final Fantasy VII, there's like the ruby weapon, the emerald weapon. Like that. This is kind of that kind of deal. Oh. I tried something. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but I'm going to try it again because I'm like this. But
Let's get some love for Mackie.
Yeah, basically what I was trying to do was take advantage of Ristar's invincibility to hit the ceiling and touch the ground while still being invulnerable from having headbutted the ceiling. So I needed I needed to do it like a little earlier. I'll do it again to show you. I didn't touch the spikes. But had I touched the spikes, I would have been still invincible. It's just a timing thing. It is not at all like here too, and here I just like was over this little spiky thing. This sequence is so fun. Like, it's so much fun as a speedrunner. Because he's just like going everywhere and you are seeing Ristar going, woo! Wee!
We've got a relevant $10 donation from Dante Wolf that says, can't wait to see this run of Ristar!
That is relevant. I don't know if the Sega employees knew about this one, but yeah, definitely a valid pronunciation of Ristar. There are so many of them. Okay, we have this boss here that is a bit tricky. First of all, this boss is actually a bird that likes to sing. It's basically the meme of like the bird explaining something and then there's, you know, a crow like speaking extremely loud with like a blue bubble text. That's kind of what's happening here. And that actually distorts the game, that distorts the music, that distorts the background. The distortion, actually you can like use that sound distortion effect for the sound test. That's a cheat code. And don't do that. I've used it for some of the music in the game, and it actually has scarred me for life. I don't see Ristar in the same way anymore. But okay, we did manage to trivialize this boss somewhat. This went, all in all, really, really well. And yeah, we have solved the woes of Planet Sonata. We're going to go to a planet that many people affection it very dearly, especially because the music, Ring Rank, that we are going to hear for 5-1. I'm just going to go silent for, 10-20 seconds for everyone to enjoy the wonderful music, and I'll take that opportunity to make just a quick shout out to Sophia from the Ristar community, who has not only done a remix but also was a huge contributor, especially in the TASes. So yeah, enjoy.
Let's get those jams in chat.
Okay, we're gonna we are getting attacked by a bully called Waoi, and we are going to, well, first of all, disarm the situation. No, come on, no. Okay, and now we're gonna go through an even deadlier match, which is a snowball fight, and this is actually very tricky. There's a chance that, ooh, oh my gosh, that was, you tried. Okay, so that's a super fast snowball. That's a second one. And that's a third one. Well, these are all 2-frame windows, so I'm very glad that I eventually disarmed the situation.
Well done.
At the speed of light, if needed be. But yes, we are done through with 5-1. We're going through 5-2, which is another water stage. It's going to be very nice. But I think nothing much to say about this. I think if JD, you wanted to share something, I think now is a perfect time to do it.
Happy to do so. We have a generous $25 donation from Ristar2 saying, just a reminder, this is all because Ristar got woken up from a nap early. Always donate for my namesake game, Less Than Threes. Thank you so much for that. And we have a $5 donation from the Sapphic Situation saying, great to say Ristar back at GDQ again. Best of luck to Mackie on the run. Now, let's see those lesbians. That's right, folks. We are now over $11,000 of the way to the Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire incentive of visiting the Sea Marvel lesbians. Thank you so much for that donation, Sapphic Situation, and let's get that incentive met, everyone. I know we could do it!
Whoops. Okay, there's a lot of randomness in this stage. The position of the fish is random. Everything is random. Some of the turrets actually shoot at different intervals. Sometimes they're synced up, sometimes they're not. And also this part is a bit scary. But the biggest one is going to be, by far, the ice slopes. which is a little technique. So this planet introduces us to two different like new mechanics, which is the ground, the slippery ground. Even if you jump, you don't regain your inertia. But we also are introduced to slippery ceilings that we can't grab. So we can reset our inertia by grabbing the ceiling.
So they're still useful in a very specific way.
Exactly, they're useful only here. And I did it like really well, like holy cow.
Yes.
All right, I'm glad we are down to 5-2. There was a way that I would fall and the enemy at the bottom had respawned. We were at the very end of the game, like of this stage. So I would have had to do it all over again. Okay. Unfortunately, this is not the Japanese version, so you don't get to see a cat monster. You get to see Itamor, Itamor Lunch. That's the actual name. That is the actual name of. I'm not even. the joke is not even my credit. It's basically called Itamor Lunch. And Itamor Lunch is completely deterministic. It is a cat in the Japanese version because there's some sort of folklore or like cultural element that if someone is like cat tongue, that means they don't like hot food. But that didn't really translate well, so we get the North American version, which, you know, has this. And goes like wow, 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 every time I feed it. Actually, what do you think this is? Pizza? Curry?
It's some kind of soup.
It's
Maybe it's cereal? Oh no, wait, hold on.
Is soda soup?
Is cereal a soup? Discuss.
All right, we've done it. Okay, and then we say goodbye. We are reconciled through the power of snowball fights. And we are going to go to the final stage in the game.
Already.
That one is actually going to be also very complicated. 6-1, actually, there are many ways that the first stage that we're going to see is going to go haywire. I could lose my inputs. That happens like very rarely, but that does happen. And you can see, not only is the background Kafkaesque, nothing is making any sense. It's very weird. It's basically like technology, but to a point where it like doesn't make sense anymore. Even through this like wonderful techno music, or industrial, I guess would be a better term. I got a bit surprised. The visual feed got cut out, but I'm gonna do what's called metron. Oh yes, okay. Help! There are many enemies.
All right.
Oh no, there's still no. My God.
Oh boy.
Oh no, not this Linky. Okay, I'm good. Oh my gosh. All right, that was very complicated.
Good work.
Oh my gosh, not this Linky, please.
A phrase that you don't expect to hear on a Saturday morning, but nonetheless, here we are.
This Linky is the true last boss of this game. It's the one that you get to fight after you defeat it, like you perfected all of the other true last bosses. It's true, I don't make the rules. But yeah, now we have finally done all of this. We're going to go to Commander Hat. A term coined by Breakdown, who was actually one of the first speedrunners of this game. And Commander Hat has a hat and 5 hit points and 4 patterns. So right now, I know that we have gone through 3 patterns. I know the 4th one because it's going to be the remaining one. And I know the 5th one because it's going to be the first one that we saw at the very beginning of the game.
So a true cycle.
Yes, it's a true cycle and it repeats indefinitely. Normally, you're not supposed to notice, but it actually makes sense once you speedrun this game. A couple hundreds and hundreds of times.
Of course.
5-1, 6-1, wow, is done. I am, relieved, positively. And we're gonna go to 6-2. There's not much that is happening here. We're just completing a bunch of tiny rooms. There are ways that this could go south, but I think in the meantime, JD, if you'd like to share something. it's a perfect time to do it.
I would like to share something. We are now almost 27 minutes in, so that means that everyone that hopped on to the 25 for lesbians $25 donation train at 25 minutes into the run is indeed leaving the station. Some folks who are on this train include Calamity Nolan, who donates $50 that says 2 tickets for Pokemon Alpha Sappho. And we also have $25 from Kate the Grey that says shout outs to my beloved partner Rosa, who watches bits of GDQ with me. I'm in lesbians with you. Thank you so much, Kate. And we have $50 from Starry Joy that says we gotta go visit our C Marvel aunties. They were going to give me Pokemon contest tips. Thank you so much for that, Starry Joy. You and another person are indeed on that donation train, and we are almost $12,000 of the way to that $40,000 goal. Let's keep that momentum, everyone. Let's see those lesbians.
I'm in lesbians with you. I understood that reference.
Yes, indeed.
Literally how I feel. All right, we're getting close. There's just going to be this little section that is a bit timed because like all these missiles, they correspond to a very specific cycle. If you try to grab the missile, you can. Then you throw it, but it's still facing the wrong way, so it will go towards you immediately. And if you try to hit the turrets, they'll go like bonkers and they'll try to hit you. And we have this final one. I should try something that is called the Ristar strat. We've heard Ristar's donation a little earlier. Someone who got pretty active and tried to add some of the task strategies into speedrunning, like real-life speedrunning, which was definitely real-time, which was definitely super, super useful in a variety of ways. Some shout-outs, I think, are in order. Definitely shout-outs to Chubbis, who was there for Ristar 100% at GDQ. Yeah, he used to be super active. He had the world record on every category, including the Game Gear game. Because yes, there is a second game, and it's the Game Gear version. And shoutouts to Haram Scaram, who has been very active nowadays, and Kronoon, who is the current world record holder. All of which have like tried to understand the game in ways that we couldn't even conceive years ago. So, and now. Uranim. Uranim is incredibly strong, and also there are a lot of complicated intricacies to get about this character. I just interrupted what's called the tackle, so now the rest of the planning is going to be jump, punch, and now I'm standing away. We didn't get a tackle. We get Hadouken because I was from a distance. All of this boss is completely deterministic. Unfortunately, we didn't get the final grab. But as you can see, if you grab from below, you are invincible the whole time. Basically, you just combo the grabs in such a way that you are invincible at any point in time. Because, yeah, they don't add up, but that resets the invincibility period. It is still a third of a second, which is a lot. Like right now, I'm inside of Uranim. And yeah, there's really not a lot that you can do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the tackle. Let's try that again, shall we? Punch. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, let's do that again. Jump, punch. There we go. All right, that went very well.
Excellent. Great recovery.
Okay. So now we're going to go to the final boss rush of the game. There is something that I need to tell you. In hard and super difficulties, they figured out, wait, but the game is too easy. It's just one hit KO, no checkpoints. Like, that's not hard enough. We need to make it harder.
Uh-oh.
And they definitely did. From here on out, the bosses have different behaviors. The final boss, Greedy, is actually going to be the true final _final_2.wmv boss of this game. But before that, we're going to have Ibar, which is actually a lot more resistant. The hit points in normal are per phase 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. In hard difficulty, it's 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. And we're in super difficulty, so it's going to be 5, 5, 6, 7, 7. Why that is and why would you add only 2 hit points between hard and super, I'm not sure. But this is what's happening. I'll have to count the hits and be a bit careful here. So let's just see if you can count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, it would kind of make sense. 3, 4, 2. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and we are done through this boss. It was actually pushing us against the barrier, which would have killed us, so it got a little dire. And now for tech team, I'm so sorry, time is going to be when I say time. It's 10 hits to Kaiser Greedy, but it's going to go extremely fast. Basically, anything can go any way if I just blink the wrong way or, don't grab him. Either he dies or I die, so we'll just start with the turrets. And here we go. In super difficulty, he's incredibly fast. So I have to not blink, basically. Okay. Second phase. And time!
Woo! GG's! Oh my goodness, Mackie, what a show!
Oh my goodness. We finally beat the Emperor who hates fun, music, and creativity. We triumphed over the lack of fun, which was super any %, a very, very difficult category to beat. And we are presented with a pole. We evade the self-destructing space station. And we're going to hear a really nice little saying from Ristar right at the end. Just pay attention. Hasta la vista, baby. Yes, this game was released in 1995. So that makes a lot of sense. If you understood that reference, I understood that reference. At any rate, that was Ristar. Thank you everyone for watching, first of all. It was a lot of fun.
Woo! Any shout-outs you'd like to share?
Absolutely. So many thanks to, Fastest Furs as well for being welcoming and basically introducing me into the world of, wonderful world of speedrunning in many ways. Also, big shout-outs to the Ristar community. I'm pretty sure we've read some of their donations. All of it was really nice and heartwarming to hear and read. All in all, yeah, thank you everyone. Many thanks to the GDQ staff and the Prevent Cancer Foundation for allowing this to be possible. And that's gonna be it for me. Thanks to Ristar, I guess, for existing.
Yes.
And many thanks to you. I think that's gonna be it. Back to the rest of the marathon.